Not that the person with the 19 passive perception in on the road was bad.
Apparently, it's just one worse.
What was your passive perception in the Tomb of Horrors one shot?
Oh, for Riola,
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
It was super. I would have to check, but it's really high.
Yeah.
23 or 24. Fucking
worry.
rogue druid, man.
I call that part of the group of cheaters.
Don't worry, Tobias.
But they
I
were
figured
playing
out that-
Tomb of Horrors, weren't they?
Yeah.
So let them cheat. It's Tomb of Horrors. They're gonna die easily.
Oh, you say that.
Just say that.
Tomb of Horrors is the pre-story to Tomb of Annihilation.
We for real. We made the perfect party. That went so well so far.
They beat the shit out of my giant skeleton grid.
Yeah, I know. I was listening. I was lurking
Beat
on
the
the.
shit out of my giant.
I was lurking from a hotel room, listening in.
They bullied old Skilly.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's the one thing my armor crash is good at, is taking a hit.
Yes, that was a really fun one.
Hitting back.
No one wanted to jump into the sphere of annihilation.
Yeah, that's always a pain.
I wonder why.
I mean,
Because they knew it was a sphere of annihilation somehow.
no, they don't. Maybe.
I
It was
didn't-
a happy land.
I didn't, but when he said, I got a bad feeling, armor crash was like, I ain't going near that.
Yeah, I like the story I once read about somebody sticking their head into that hole. The body just kind of falls backward at that point.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I had one of my characters get killed by that in Tomb of Annihilation by you, Gris.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's because it was sucking you in.
Memories.
I like that one shot.
Yeah,
that was like
that was a everybody dies one shot.
I like to think that in game it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah. And it was pretty much just the first room.
Yeah.
You guys decided the dimension door. And then dimension door again when you actually escaped from it in the first place.
Is that Tomb of Horrors or Tomb of Annihilation?
Tomb of Annihilation, the very first
Yeah, that's what I
room.
thought. Yeah, you fucking
That
hit
was
me up.
sad.
It was so much fun.
For some
to
reason, I
watch.
couldn't do the one shot, but I kept getting the play-by-play from Grizz.
Yeah, then the outside just killed the one who didn't get pulled into the oubliette.
This is fine.
The dungeon is so fucking shitty.
Yeah. Anyway, into this game now. So last we left off, poor Glabagul had been destroyed by the statues. And you guys managed to kill all but one of them, at which point you retreated, and one of your party members, Emunette, suddenly realized what those statues were actually about, and when hearing the insane cackles of what they assume is a Medusa heading their way, they decided to retreat. After she, I think was slapping one of you guys.
Kurt,
Yep. Yeah. She was slapping the dwarf.
Yeah, for no reason.
Not no reason. There's a very good reason you were being slapped.
very good reason.
Yes. Alright. So, you guys, now that you're retreating, what would you like to do? You're about here again. No, it's very difficult to pick up and toss the dwarf at that point. Slapping them is easy. No, but maybe shaving their beards is the next step.
Like I said, it's a slippery
Just
slope.
saw that.
It just begins and goes until you get to that point.
Yeah.
Well, Sir Lancha skipped a few steps.
Because you you threw a lot less.
Right.
So, short rest around the corner and then go back to the Medusa, yes?
Up
Looks
to you
at
guys. What do you want to do?
deep wounds.
I will say this. I have exhausted myself just a little bit. I don't know what time of day it is, but I fear with a larger foe ahead. I don't know. How is everybody else faring?
Terrible.
Well, what if this large foe wasn't so very large?
How so?
How about I cook and turn us all bigger?
Great. I think my thing's skipping again.
Like physically bigger?
Yeah.
Are you playing with mushrooms again?
Always.
All right. I'll defer to the group. She kind of like hesitantly like looks from Kurt to the group and like kind of shrugs.
I can be taller.
Much taller.
Who has 20 passive perception again?
Cha.
I noticed nothing with my 12.
I don't either with mine.
Fine. Sir Lancelot is considering the idea of him being taller.
So you guys are about here right now. You can see both pools, depending on which way you look, and depending on how far your dark vision stretches.
Hmm.
You can only vaguely make out this one over here, but you do definitely see the one here.
Taller Lancelot. I could reach the sun.
Eminette cocks her head to the side a little bit and just kind of squints. I don't think that tall.
I'm already pretty tall.
We need a rest,
Yeah,
regardless.
maybe for now we should head back to a place that's more safer than here.
What? This is plenty safe. We're around the corner.
I feel like we should keep moving further in. There was a platform up here. Weren't you checking it out earlier?
You're talking about this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe we only found a statue there.
Couldn't we go back to town and rest there?
We
mean,
could.
Waste of time, if you ask me.
I feel like it would be safer to do it.
I could benefit from a long rest. How long? DM question. How long have we been out for the day? Because we're still on the same day that where we went and found the bodies in the houses and all that, right?
I'm trying to think. It's been at least an hour, possibly 2 by this point.
Oh, so not very long at all then.
That's because like I could definitely use a rest. I'm out of spells. I'm badly injured.
You hear more cackling coming from this corridor at this point.
As I said, we should probably head back now.
Let's
Faster
go.
now.
And
Now.
you hear a voice speaking in Elven. I hear you. I'm gonna.
Up
I
to-
don't care.
Go, go, go!
I don't speak Elven. I'm just stunned there, like.
To you, it sounds like a mad song, dwarf.
Well, if
Let's
everyone
go.
else seems like they're moving, Sir Lancelot's moving. He'll take up the rear.
Which direction are you guys going in?
Back to town.
All right.
Alright.
You get back up to the blockade. It's closed on your end. You don't see anybody about. What do you wish to do?
Knock very loudly, like cop knock.
I knock very loudly.
So a couple of you are kind of knock knock. And you hear a muffled voice from the other side speaking in Undercommon. Identify yourselves!
Kurt.
Kurt. God. I don't understand.
Kurt, what are they saying?
Oh, they want us to identify ourselves. I said Kurt.
As you're saying that, it's speaking in clearly, surface world talk. You start hearing the barrier being moved away, and you see one of the deep known soldiers you'd seen before, kind of staring out at you, blinking. You guys are alive! Wow. Come on.
I need to nap.
He kind of waves you through.
When that goes through.
I go in last, but I do go in.
Okay. The door gets closed behind you, and the gnomes move to let you out to the wider city down here. Let's see here. Do I still have any more enemies left on this page? No.
As they're walking through, should we go to the Ruby in the Rough again and take that body that we have back?
That was our mission, right?
I believe so.
I kind of collapse against the door. Sitting on the ground.
Is the cannibal hungry?
For the last time, I'm not a cannibal.
That's what they all say.
Are you tired?
Very. I'm badly injured.
I hope.
How do you wish to help?
I literally just want to try to carry him
All right. So
with my powerful build.
the large bugbear comes over to you, Draco, and just scoops you up in his arms.
I'm not that injured. Put me down, damn you.
This way you
I
don't
just
have
need
to
a
walk.
shoulder, damn. I'm not crippled.
See, you heard him. He only needs one shoulder.
Come on now, Kurt.
I sit him so he can walk, and I just kind of like basically help him walk.
I just limp along at 28 health out of 58.
24 out of 49.
7.
Oh, Kurt.
Kurt has 7 HP out of 47. He's the most hurt of the group.
Okay,
Yep.
You know what? Hold on. You know what? Hold on. Where is it? 2d8 plus your spell casting modifier. What's my wisdom? Give me a second.
I feel it coming.
Thought you don't have any spells left.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I'd say hold on. I kneel down and I start doing a prayer of healing.
Ah.
At
Yeah, some of the deep gnomes walking in the streets kind of stop and watch you for a moment. They look a little confused.
Kurt's back his face.
And as I kind of like jerk down to one knee, grunting, and I start praying.
Ooh, 11.
Up to 6 creatures, so that's all of us.
There's actually 7 people here. Who isn't getting healed?
Wait, there's 7 people here?
Yeah.
Good,
Holy
Kurt,
shit.
Holly, Char, so let's let Draco, Athar, and Amunet.
I
She
guess I'll
won't do-
start with the most injured and move my way up.
Well, I guess I'm not getting any healing.
Yeah, you're the one that's closest to the
Kurt,
pool.
Amunet.
Yeah, Char's basically.
what?
If you basically leave out Char, everybody gets 11 except for Char.
Yeah, then everybody gets 11.
So now that you guys have been, well healed at this point, where do you wish to
Yep,
go?
let's open the gate and head back and kill Medusa. I feel better.
Holly
No,
reaches
no,
out.
no.
No.
Holly
No.
Holly reaches out and puts a hand down on Kurt's shoulder. It says, "Sir Dwarf, we do not wish to go back there. Not yet. Not until we've got our spells recovered."
I think you got the wrong person when you're talking about Ceres. Ceres over there.
I know, but I'm trying to be polite to you.
I got a question.
All right.
Where's my dragon in all this?
Actually, I was wondering the same thing. Didn't you leave your dragon back at the inn?
Oh, good. Oh.
That's what I said. That's why I was saying is like this is bad that I don't have my notepad with me because I had that information written down there. My notepad is
They might
missing
have-
somewhere.
They might have made some dragon soup by now.
No, remember there's the other NPCs. Said they were keeping an eye out for it.
Okay.
One of them's
Good.
used to dealing with dragons.
I say we at least take a short rest and not a long nap.
A long nap.
Well, usually I nap that time. If I do that, is usually when sun goes down to when sun come up. But I can't see sun because sun is gone.
So sleep forever?
Oh, for sure, that's one.
Come on, let's go make very close. As I start
Okay.
walking off into trying to find a clear spot to make camp near the mine or whatever we just came out of.
We don't really.
The people here would probably very much object to you attempting to sleep in the streets.
Yeah, we don't really
Let's
camp. We
see.
just get
Go to
Oh,
to
in the woods. My bad.
I'd
You're
like to.
in the
In the
Underdark.
woods.
There's no woods.
I don't
Yes.
know about the underground. I don't know about the
The
underground.
Well,
mushroom,
underground.
the mushroom
Underdark.
forest.
No, there's no mushroom forest here. You guys ran away from that. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
giant trees. Big trees.
I just like wave. Come on, let's just go back to the inn and get some
I
rest.
like to go into a cave. You're all already in one.
I'll let it go into the cave. It's in the cave.
Yes.
Let's just
Yeah.
go back to the hotel. We need rest.
Back to the end, yes.
Did we want...
Hotel.
In. God, but stop pestering me.
I'm sorry.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn?
Fun.
Did we want to take the body back before we rested? Did we want to do that now or in the morning?
We can do
Who's
that.
carrying the body?
I feel like we put it in a bag.
Yeah. So who has a bag?
What body?
I feel like this was Draco's business.
Yeah, I was about to say. Pretty sure Draco has it. If you saying what body, that's a bad sign.
Wait, what body?
Holly just kind of face palms at this point.
Oh,
That's
Drake.
not a
Fine, give me
character.
strength,
That's not a character.
please.
Like, what body?
We got a body from a house that we're supposed to bring back to the Ruby and the Rough.
But it was the crazy ghost, wasn't it? That just kept saying, "It's all mine, mine."
Yeah. And we grabbed it.
Let's just say I grabbed it and yeah.
Okay. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's why we're face palming because we're pretty sure you have it.
Of course, the cannibal has the body.
likes to pick his teeth with bones.
And I pointed at the bugbear and I said, "If you call me a cannibal one more time, I'm gonna make a soup out of you."
Hey, down here.
I just stare.
That's like Sir Lancelot, and then at Kurt, and then at Draco, being
I
like,
just imagine Kurt's like underneath his legs, like saying,
Oh my god.
"Fucking
You
dwarves."
guys are crazy.
Holly is face palming. She's rumbling a prayer to her god.
I don't think a prayer's going to help.
Yeah,
No,
Manette would like to hand on her
looks
back, lighten up, it's okay.
She looks over towards Char and says, "No, I'm not asking. I'm not asking the divine to assist with you. I'm asking the divine to give me more strength to put up with this."
As
That's fair.
I don't think a prayer's going to help.
I have
never
a lot of
know.
strength.
This is forward. We need to go back to the Ruby and the rest to deliver this body and get some rest as I stumble forward.
Right. Well, you guys go do that. I'm gonna go and sell these rubies.
Okay.
Oh, where did I have that?
I think I gave one each to like multiple people.
Manette did not take one.
Yeah. Someone has more. I have 3, so I'm gonna go sell 3.
That would be in the that would be in the trader's grotto that you could probably do something.
I'm gonna go with Kurt because I have one. I want to sell it.
Yeah.
I have one, but I don't want to sell it.
So who's going where and at what point?
Trader's Grotto immediately.
Okay.
Same.
So
Probably-
Kurt and Sir Lancelot are going there. Holly, let's see. Holly's gonna stick with going to the temple. Char and Amunet, where are you guys going?
Eminette's going to the temple.
Okay, Char.
Charles is going to go back to where we were
He's going back,
sleeping.
he's going back
Yeah,
to the inn?
tavern.
Okay.
And Afnar joins him.
Let's see. Athnar's going with you guys.
What? I didn't agree to this.
Okay, man.
Athnar's going with Char. Never mind.
I'm just kidding. If he wants to follow, sure.
As the two of you, Holly, Amunet, and Draco, I'll deal with what you guys are doing in a minute, and then go with Char and Athnar. But first, Sir Lancelot and Kurt, you head into the Trader's Grotto. As you get in there, you notice one of your NPC companions, Jimjar. He kind of while he might look, pretty much like the rest of the people around here, because he's a deep gnome and all. You can you've been around him enough that he just kind of stands out. And when he looks over, he gives you guys a big grin. Hey guys, there you are. How's it going? What you guys been up to?
Nothing.
Fought statues.
Oh, fought statues. Oh, that sounds exciting. Yeah. Wouldn't have been able to bet on you guys doing that. So,
Hey,
where the rest
Jim
of the party?
John.
They didn't die, did they?
Jim John, that's not important right now. What's important is, you've been around here. You know the best place to sell stuff, right?
Ah, sure. I can help you find a place or two. Let's see. And he kind of leans over towards you guys and says softly, "There's this guy. He's named Kazook. He is really good with gems, and but yeah, you want to be a little careful about him. He does a little bit of smuggling, and if you present the wrong front, he might think that you're trying to."
Point me in the direction.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. He's over here. He gestures towards this one deep gnome. He looks much like the rest of them, but he's got like a little monocle on and all that. And he's just kind of sitting there staring at a couple gems. And Jimjar kind of tugs you guys over. Says,
Careful.
"Hey there, Kazook." Oh, Jimjar, wasn't it? Oh, hello. And then he looks over. Oh, real customers. What can I do for you today? Can I sell you something interesting?
Well, and I toss 1 ruby over to Sir Lancelot. I'd like to sell 2 rubies each.
Oh, well, if you give me one of the rubies, I can tell you how much they're worth.
I'm pretty sure I know their worth.
Oh, and how much is that?
You gave me the worth before.
I have it written down as 250 gold, is what I was told.
Nice. No, actually, I was sitting here, like, flipping back and forth again. I misplaced my stupid friggin' thing where I wrote down all the friggin' information.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's like, just give me a ruby, because in character, your characters didn't, get that unless, the dwarf might know because he's a dwarf. But,
Yeah, I got pulled in the private chat and everything, and I tried to decept them.
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
Saying
Yeah.
that they were fake.
Anyway, dwarf, you so you know how much they're worth, and the gnome kind of nods. And he still puts out a hand for it. I will be the judge of that. And he kind of glances at Jim Jar, who smiles, and then glances back at them. After all, you're with this one.
I'll hand one so you can check it out.
And he pulls up he just kind of straightens his monocle a bit and starts looking at it. How much did you say you think that they're worth, dwarf?
Let's see here. 300 gold pieces each.
300 gold, you say?
I'm willing to drop the price, of course, but as long as it's fair.
Yes, well, it has to be fair to us both now, doesn't it?
Mostly to me.
let's
More fair to
see
me.
here. Yes, well, 300. But if you want me to buy all of them, I will have to take a little bit of a discount. I don't think I can have enough money to give 300 for 4 of these. So how about we say an even 1,000 for 4?
Sure.
Ginger grins over at his companions. Says, "That's a great deal. That's a great deal. What do you think?"
Sir Lancelot's just looking at Kurt because he has no idea how haggling works.
So, do you hand him all 4 gems?
Yes.
All right. So he
Yes.
takes them and he, pulls out some platinum and some gold, and by the end of it, you each have it, handed out in 2 bags. You each have the equivalent of 500 gold each. Jim Jar just claps his hands together. Ha! See, now you two have some good cash, right? Right? Useful down here, useful up on the surface, right?
Shinies.
And as you guys are talking about this and putting your armor away, there is a cry coming up from quite nearby. You see a bunch of guards rushing forward as a section of wall collapses out, and 2 very familiar-looking large cubish globs come rolling out. They remind you of... Yes, they very much remind you of Glabigal, except
Do
for
they
the
have
eyes.
eyes?
Yeah.
Do they have eyes?
No, they do not.
Damn it. Are those someone's pets?
Like, yeah, Jim Jar grimaces and says, "No, I don't think so. I think there's a problem here, guys." Yes, nasty problem. Yeah, as people start screaming, one of the deep gnomes gets eaten, and suddenly, several of the deep gnomes kind of gather around and, start attempting to deal with this sudden incursion.
Alright. Spike growth.
Do you guys wish to help, or do you guys wish to run away?
Yeah, I cast a spell on one of the cubes.
Alright. Turn order then.
This is fine.
This is great.
Good job, guys.
Well, we went to sell rubies.
We went to go somewhere. We got in a fight. I'm sure this will go well, given what I know about these things, and what Sir Lancelot does not know.
Oh no.
I mean, he knows not to get into them
Okay.
because he's seen what happens to the stench.
You know, you
This
learn
could
from
end poorly.
observation. I am concerned.
At least
Oh,
one of them has a
deep
negative
concern.
2 to its initiative.
That's
Oh,
sad. Negative
I love it.
here, have some
Here.
battle music, y'all.
Thanks.
That's what happens. That's what
You're
happens when you
welcome.
hit -3 to your.
Don't die
dexterity.
now.
That's
I
all we
appreciate
say.
it.
I promise nothing.
From the trading, I'm assuming quite a distance.
Yeah, you guys are basically this is
I
a
have no
personalized
clue.
encounter for these
Yep.
these two, which is why I was asking who's going to the market and who's not.
You
So-
know, I would feel bad if I didn't ask, but I figured.
Anyway, let's see who goes first. That'd be one of the deep gnomes. Deep gnome is very Oh, forgot about Jim Jar. I hate when that happens. But you will want Jim Jar on this.
Oh shit, Jim Jar, that's you.
Nope, Ginger goes first, not one of the other deep gnomes.
Get some?
Said, "All right, pals, all right." And then he looks over at Kurt and says, "Hey, speaking of Glabagool, what happened? Where is Glabagool?"
Dead.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I take it we can't get him resurrected, right? Right? Too much of a strangey thing?
I don't know much about that.
Well, I think we're gonna have some fun here. I mean, too bad we don't have Glabagool to help us out, but yeah. So Jim Jar kind of looks over towards the things and just starts, cracking his knuckles. Crack, crack. I don't have anything useful, he mutters. Let's see here. Oh, yes, of course. No, I meant to buy that, he mutters. I'm sorry, buddies, I don't have anything unless... Oh, wait! You do not look well. And he looks over and smiles and goes, "Healing word!" at Kurt.
What word?
The word is heal yourself, friend! Heal yourself!
That's more than one word.
Well, the word is heal, then.
Thank you.
I like how Kurt's like arguing with Jim Jar about the healing word.
Get the spell right.
Get it right, nerd.
Nerd!
He doesn't have an additional action to do for anything at the moment. Actually, no. His action is, you like that? How about you like this? We'll roll some dice, and you get some inspiration, Kurt. Just feel inspired! Feel inspired! Roll the dice! Ha!
Ooh.
So you also have a bardic
Bardic
inspiration. So yeah, he's a level 3 bard, so there you go. Other deep gnome, has weapons and is let's see. Goes, I don't think I can deal with this, and pulls a fun, goes invisible, and runs away.
Meh. Meh.
Oh, come on.
Oh, the fun!
Sir Lancelot.
I am not amused.
Oh!
Oh, fun.
I am not amused, Chris. I am not amused.
30 feet to get there. He is not within range. So I'll use my action to dash. Go and kind of run like that because I can use my bonus action because I'm a charger and do a melee attack. And then with at least 10 feet in a straight line. So I get a bonus +5 to your damage roll. But I only get this one attack.
Go for it.
So that's an additional. So that's basically that's literally what it'll be, even though there's no crit. So it's 20 damage.
So you are charging a gelatinous ooze.
Mhm.
You know where that stops, right?
I stop right where I am.
Oh,
I'm
that's right.
15
You've got a
feet
lance.
range.
I forgot. I was about to. Oh, that's okay.
Because long-limbed.
Yay, long limbed and a long weapon. That's right. But you move at least 10 feet in a straight line with your dash action.
Yeah.
I thought you landed here with your move
Because I
action.
moved, and then I ran back, and then ran forward, basically. Because I had an extra 30 feet of action dash.
Oh, okay. Now I got it. Okay.
And that's literally all I can do,
So,
because I can only do a bonus
yeah.
action.
And as you do that, you hear a sizzle and pop coming from your weapon. Your weapon is starting to take corrosive damage.
I look at it sadly.
It's not quite there yet, but it does have a -1 to its attack and damage now.
Don't worry, we can buy a better one later. We're rich.
Kurt!
If the spell I used earlier did not go off, considering
Oh,
we
right.
went into
Sorry.
initiative.
Yeah, you can use that one now if you like.
Well, you know, I kind of don't want to anymore.
Okay.
Go out.
Oh yeah, because that would hurt everybody that was there.
Yeah. Well, I could use it harmlessly, but what's the fun in that? I'll go over there. 10, 20, 25. And I'll shoot him with a crossbow.
Okay.
Just gotta check up on something. Because most weapon attack. Ah, so it's hurt. I'll cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Mhm.
At second level, I don't know what that does.
Doesn't do anything. No point in casting it anything higher.
Actually, it does. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of...
Ah, yeah, but it's third
Oh,
or
wait,
fourth.
third.
Second wouldn't do anything.
Damn it! Alright. Oh, it's Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to hit it with my hand cross.
It's
And that is-
marked evil. What does that mean?
Unwavering marker for that when
Okay.
I attack things does stuff. I'll repost that. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see you didn't declare it at the time, but I'll let it go.
And I have
Hand
extra attack.
crossbow. Okay, that's 9, 16, 19. Get it.
I have extra attack, but I don't have crossbow expert or whatever it's called, so I can't
Oh.
fire twice.
Yeah, because reload is takes that.
Yeah.
Curse you and your reload.
That's why that's why I love my gunslinger. Bonus action reload, or actually no, action reload. Bonus action do this, and it's like yay. So the only one that does one thing around, it only does one thing each round is her sniper rifle. Okay, this veteran starts screaming in pain as let's see, roll 6, something like that. Yeah, taking 18 damage. And is thrashing around inside of that gelatinous cube. Doing a, let's see, advantage toggle. It's currently at disadvantage, attempting to hack it with a longsword. That did considerably well, actually. Oh, 6 AC, no wonder poor Globagul died.
Oof.
Even at disadvantage, that went well for that guy. So the Deep Gnome, seeing that the thing is getting hurt over there, decides to take a chance and comes down and strikes out at the... actually, no, he doesn't need to come down. He stays there and throws a dart at the gelatinous cube. Now these things are immune to poison, but not immune to piercing.
Not immune to pain.
Gelatinous cube. The guy screams as the thing suddenly engulfs him.
Oh, hi.
Oops. Shit.
I did not approve of this.
It immediately dissolves.
I did not approve of this.
And the pseudopod just strikes out right at thing and misses.
Yep.
The other veteran Deep Gnome screams and he goes, "You will pay for that!" And whips out a heavy crossbow and shoots at the. Oops, it's not supposed to be at disadvantage. Doesn't really matter anyway. 2 piercing. Finally, the other gelatinous cube just kind of sits there and continues to dissolve the guy. Jim Jar makes a wincy face. Yeah, this is bad, guys. Yeah, this is bad. Let's see here. What can I do? What can I do to help you guys? Yeah, I really should have spent some money. Yeah, I should have spent some money. Okay, so if I come over here, I can use my scimitar, and yeah, that'll work. He rushes forward next to Sir Lancelot and says, "Hey, big guy, I'm gonna help you out here, okay?" And scimitar strike.
Oh, shit!
You just see him slash down with his scimitar. And it's like, he seems to be cutting a whole chunk of the gelatinous cube off. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, ain't so bad after all. Sir Lancelot, your turn.
Alright. He's gonna use his... Because that thing did damage to someone else, he has a bonus action that he can use to do Unwavering Mark Strike,
Okay.
which has technically advantage, but because he's still using his lance, it has disadvantage, so it's just a straight roll.
And it says do damage. It doesn't say anything about attacking, right? Because it technically didn't attack the Deep Gnome. It just kind of rolled over him as it was attacking you.
If a creature marked by you deals damage to anyone other than you.
Good. That's what I was double checking. I want to make sure it wasn't anything to do with an attack. So what's the 2?
Yeah, I was reading it.
Oh,
that's the half of his damage level.
Okay, I was just making sure. Wow. It's 15. The Lattice Cube really seems to be falling apart at this point.
Alright. Because I assume I have it that's now -2 to his attacks, right?
-2 to your attack and damage.
Okay, so this one's a disadvantage. So that's going to be 13 damage now, because it's -2.
Yep, now it's -3. And the cube now dies.
Oh, okay.
But you now have -3 on that lance. 2 more negatives, and it disintegrates in your hand.
Oh, he's going to attack this one, because he's like...
Alright.
Curse said, we can buy a new weapon. He's like, okay.
So that's what that one's for? That's what that 11 there's for? Okay. So it's now at -4.
Yep.
You see, plunge right into there, and it's working pretty well. Kurt, what would you like to do?
Move over here and shoot it. It's out, right?
Yes, it is.
That's pretty good.
Holy fuck! All
does
the
that-
20s!
Does that
Well,
mean that Hunter's Mark is also doubled?
There goes all of our natural 20s.
So here's 2 Hunter's Mark for you.
Thanks for using all of the natural 20s up.
15, 20,
You're welcome.
26 and 30. 30 points of damage! Way to go!
I can't be outshone by Svesniblin Dard Rogue.
Jimjar just kind of grins over you.
Get
Well done,
some
dwarf. Well
Kurt.
done. Want
Damn.
to bet on the next roll, or do you think that thing's gonna die before we can get to it? We can bet on that too, if you like.
I'm your silent.
The the veteran just starts screaming again. He seems to be taking extra damage than more than he should. These things seem to be fairly potent, actually. And again, attempts to swing away while inside this thing. He's actually taking more negatives on there, so because of the damage thing. And only one of the attacks lands, and it's actually a 7, not a 9. And his blade is starting to dissolve along with his flesh. This other guy just kind of looks at this and kind of winces over at you guys and says, "Yeah, you got this, right? Bye!" And he also pulls a fawn and vanishes. Another veteran shakes his head. Coward. And comes forward. Good shooting, dwarf, and aims his own crossbow at the cube. Again, that's not supposed to be a disadvantage. I hate when I do that. The cube completely dissolves the guy inside of him. You hear him give one final scream. It's kind of muffled inside the body, and then the flesh just disintegrates along with... You can see bits of armor falling apart along with that blade.
Oh.
And it then comes forward towards Sir Lancelot and reaches out for him.
This is fine.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh.
Jimjar
At least
says, "I'll get you, buddy. First, let's see about this." And he just runs forward once again with a scimitar and swings it around. 8. Oh, this thing's still up. No, this is not good. Yeah. Buddy, here. Be healed! Be healed! Heal! And he yells for a healing word. Again, casts it at level 2. Oh, no sneak attack damage on that, so that's just 7.
Yeah. I don't get sneak attacked.
His words hurt.
They do.
Well, they do when they have vicious mockery attached to them, but yeah. Lancelot, your turn.
Alright, this is -4 and disadvantage.
Correct, which means the next thing that lands, 8 points of damage done, and your lance completely disintegrates.
Oh. I'm just like holding just the handle.
Yeah, it kind of drifts away into the body, but the body itself also falls apart and splashes into goo on the ground. The veteran lets out a sigh of relief, and looks at you guys and says, "Wow, the rest of my own people aren't fighting to defend themselves in a time of need, but you strangers have really come through." And he claps Kurt on the back, and then kind of looks up towards Sir Lancelot. "Especially you, big fella."
I need a new weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, your blade is...
I put my back on this first level and go, "Show, what is the best weapon in Armor's shop?"
And as you guys are doing that, we will switch over to Ruby in the Rough. Because you guys have no idea what just happened here.
I feel a disturbance to the floors.
Minette, Holly, and Draco. Yeah, once more, you see the same, you kind of got the same deep gnome. This time, there's nobody else in here except for that guy. And he kind of looks up at you as you guys come in. So...
Amanette's gonna trail behind Draco. I mean, she's there, but she's going behind.
Alright. So, how goes it?
I had the bodies, and I said, "We found the body." Now, is this a whole body, or is it's a crumpled up pile of body that we have in a bag? Like a
It's bones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I woke up and I put the bag gently on the table, or in front of her.
Him. It's a him.
And, that's what I said. Him.
I heard her.
I said him after.
Okay.
Anyway, I put the bag gently in front of them, I say we found the body, but it was a little decrepit. Uh, we found the bones left.
Well, at least this one will be able to have a rest. Thank you.
No, it's no problem. But we have a second problem.
Oh?
Yes, we ran into a eerily what's what I'm looking for? Distorted voice, disembodied voice. We couldn't pinpoint what it was.
Disembodied voice? The cleric kind of furrows their brows.
Yes, while we were down there, we did a little exploring, and we were encountered with a disembodied voice um, that we could not identify, and we had to retreat because we were gravely injured.
Well, where were you exactly?
Where were
By
we
the
exactly?
Amunet will speak up. By the falls. The pool's just
What
outside of the gate.
Falls. And then Holly kind of pats you guys both on the shoulders and speaks clearly to the cleric. We were in the area that has been called the Rock Blight. It's the one past the gates, and that the cleric starts nodding rapidly at that. Ah, that explains a few things. Okay, I'm not familiar with that area. It's completely sealed off, and that's, I guess, why nobody goes in there.
For good reason.
Well, in any case, that is a separate job.
Yes, and it's not for you to worry about. I imagine the king and queen already know about this and are working on dealing with it, but we don't have enough people to send in there right now.
Well, our group, if we have a little rest and maybe proper equipment, we can.
The cleric once again holds up a hand and says, "That's not something you need to tell me about. I have no standing with this. As far as I'm concerned, you can completely wall off that entire area. It'll all be okay."
Well, about our payment then for completing the request.
Again, GM has misplaced her notepad that has information like what payment was offered to you guys, if any.
I don't
Do
have
either of you remember?
So I have my notes that I'm looking at right now.
Okay.
And I have the Ruby and the Rough. I have all the information about Vazook
Okay.
on what was offered either. I don't have any of that.
Okay.
I don't
Then
think
the
anything
guy
was.
actually looks looks astonished at Draco and says, "But aren't you helping the king and queen? I thought that's why you were here."
It seems to be a breakdown in communication. In any case,
Because you were just simply doing a good deed, helping these spirits come to rest. And Holly is nodding at her agreement, and then kind of looks weirdly at Draco.
Eminent will step up. What was your name, sir? You. Never mind that. We were doing just make sure this body gets to rest, and may Lady Death be watching over him.
May Claire be able to retrieve his soul. He nods in agreement.
I'm sure she will. If there's anything else you need from us, we're staying at the inn in town. Like he said, our party was pretty badly injured and a little foolish, to be honest. But if you need anything, that's where we are. But lay him to rest.
I speak up once more for Release's father. If you don't mind, I would like to assist in the purification ritual of these bodies.
No, it is all right. Our ritual chambers are not well suited to ones of your ones of your size. You're a bit tall.
Understandable.
I'm hearing lots of
I
typing.
fixed my garments as well. Our job is done here. You know where we are if you need us. Let's take our leave. As I turn to walk away.
I didn't mean to do that in EM, but okay.
Say what?
I meant to do that as OC, but you know.
Alright.
Come, Draco. Let's go back.
Meanwhile, Char, you get back.
Where is this going?
Char,
Uh-huh.
as you get back to the tavern, the inn, you notice that the rest of your companions, not the ones that you traveled out with, but the other ones, hold on, let me grab the NPCs. The little goblin Grisdrop, Megan, and Volt are all staggering in are all coming in as well. They look like they were out somewhere. And Volt seems to have the Draco's dragon with him.
Wait, who does?
Volt.
I woke up and I say how was
You guys aren't there yet. You're this is while you guys are at the Ruby and the Ref.
Oh, whoops.
So Char and Athnar just walked in at the same time as these three. Char.
Yeah, I'm just. I kind of nod to him. As I go, get something to drink.
Yeah, Megan.
After that fight, I need a drink.
Megan, Volt, and Grisdrop all sit down, and Megan kind of eyes you. You look like you were doing something rough.
I was less hurt than the others.
Well, what happened? I was, well, the three of us were off negotiating with those were-rats.
Oh, we were just fighting living statues.
Grisdrop's eyes go wide and flash, pure gold. Says, living statues? That sounds dangerous.
Tell me about it. We almost died.
Oh, that would have been terrible.
Poor Kurt lost Glabagool.
And she puts she's technically an adult goblin, just barely, but she kind of puts her hands to her face like an anime girl. Goes, oh no, that's horrible. Poor Glabagool. Megan just kind of pats her on the back, and Volt is currently getting a drink.
Yeah, we were going to fall back earlier before we got really banged up, but after Glabagool died, Kurt kind of went on a berserker rampage.
Yeah, that's to be expected. Megan agrees.
True. So how did your talks go?
Oh, Megan says, grinning. It went quite well, actually. Managed to negotiate with them, and they, have come to the understanding that they don't have to be outsiders. They can, with a little work and a little effort between both sides, they might be able to be accepted as, fully functioning members of Stone society. I mean, that's what the Queen wants, right?
I believe so, yes.
Good. Well, I don't know about what you guys exactly were doing. I don't know where it was you were fighting statues or how that helps anything. But
Well, we were looking. Excuse me. We were looking for the Medusa.
You cut off there, Jet.
We were looking for the Medusa. That's what we were doing.
Medusa? What the? Why were you looking for Medusa?
To kill it?
She starts shaking her head. Wow, I mean, I'm surprised you guys aren't dead. Or stone, or, I guess this explains why you were,
Oh, we never came in contact with the Medusa.
good, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised you guys were doing anything with that Medusa. I mean, it's really not our fight, you know?
Yeah, but the others insisted.
Well, she reaches over and pats Char on the shoulder. Well, at least you do have some loyalty to them. Well, hopefully we'll be able to get back to the surface and get back to Zaladin.
All of this underground,
Yeah.
not being able to know what time of day it is getting old.
Yeah. But I'm also thinking that, you know what? After all that you and Volt and Sir Lancelot have been, doing for me, I imagine my father will be quite happy. He'll probably even reward you with something really good.
Indeed, he probably will.
She grins. So, uh, let's, I guess if you guys need a rest, where are the rest of them? Are they out shopping or something?
Some of them went shopping, and the others went to the temple, I believe, to hand over a body that we were looking for as well.
Yeah. Well, see, we're gonna need some rest too, because, it was just the three of us, and what we negotiated with the were-rats is that we're gonna go take on the Pudding King. It's because of the Pudding King that they've been, well, holding the burrows that they're in a little bit tighter than the rest of Blendenstone society would like. So we deal with the Pudding King. They become really good citizens here in Blendenstone. Everybody wins. We get to kill something. That's what you want to do, right? Or at least the rest of your companions?
Sorry, Pudding King?
Yeah. Yeah, they were telling us all about it. Is this, well, they think he used to be some kind of deep gnome, and now he's some crazy man that's calling himself the Pudding King, and apparently can control oozes. At least that's what I was told, and you see Greystrap nodding. Yeah, the thought of it's scary. I mean, maybe he has some sort of psychic connection with them? And she taps her forehead.
Troll oozes, really?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a big pain in the backside to deal with.
Yeah. So Megan agrees. Yeah, so maybe we should, cement relationships here in Blendenstone and take care of this Pudding King, make the were-rats behave with the rest of Blendenstone, and after we tell them, the king and queen about the Pudding King's defeat, then maybe they'll even be open for negotiations and more than just, helping us get back to the surface and get back to Zaladin.
I have a feeling that the others are planning to go back and fight the Medusa after we rest.
From what I've heard, we should do some research on this Medusa. She kind of looks over towards the vault and he nods. Because I wasn't really hearing anything about the Medusa, but I did hear whisper, from those were-rats about the Pudding King, so who knows which is more of a problem. And back to Kurt and Sir Lancelot. You guys have, now that the square is being cleared up again, you guys are being escorted over to another little stand. The gnome standing back there is a woman. She smiles and nods at you, and she has all sorts of weapons on the things for sale. Just weapons. No armor. No general goods. Just weapons. It's like, welcome. What can I show you today?
He holds up. This devil won't get eaten by a cube.
Oh, you were one of the ones that fought that cube. Oh, that's wonderful of you.
Yeah. It ate my weapon.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what kind of weapon that is. What can I, set you up with? What kind of weapon do you want?
It was a lance.
Lance, and she kind of looks around at her display of weapons. And I am flipping to the correct page to find the... There's the equipment. Let's find the weapons. Here it is. Let's see. So yes. So what you're finding here are primarily simple melee and ranged weapons. If there are a couple of melee of martial melee weapons. Let's see. Roll a 1d18 for me.
All right.
Alright, you definitely see long swords. Roll me another 1d18. You even see a couple of whips curled up. And finally, a third 1d18. And two warhammers. Unfortunately, you do not see a lance. So it's like any simple weapon plus those three martial weapons.
How many long swords were there?
There's a couple. There's like 5 long swords and there's like 5 long swords and 5 whips, and then 2 warhammers.
Why don't you take like 3 of those and stick them together?
I buy 3 long swords.
Okay, each longsword costs 15 gold. So for 3 of them, that would be 45 gold.
All right. That's 5, 6. All right. That's on the 45 gold, and I'm going to add 3 long swords for slimes.
Do you have any, bigger kind of this? And I show the hand crossbow.
Roll a 1d5. No, I'm afraid I don't have any crossbows. Except for a light crossbow.
A light crossbow, you say?
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
Alright. That will be 25 gold, please.
I hand over 25 gold.
Well, thank you very much.
Do you know where I can buy ingredients for food?
Well, I imagine over at the food store over there, and she kind of gestures to another woman at a stall who's got some dried fish up on ropes, tied by their tails, some bundles of little mushrooms, and a few it looks like dead large rats.
Cool. Probably gonna buy up most of what she has on the stall. How much will that cost me?
Can you repeat that, please?
I will probably buy most of what she has on her stall.
Alright. So that would be fish, mushrooms, and rat.
Yes.
Yeah, so she, is there at her stall. She smiles at you as you approach.
Yes, hello, I would like to have 15 of those, 25 of those, and 10 of those.
Oh, Okay.
I have fish, mushroom, rats.
Do you have a bag for me to put this all into, or would you like to also buy a sack?
Oh, I'll buy a sack as well.
Okay, because I do have some sacks back here. Let's see. And she pulls out a nice burlap sack. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Where is that? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's only 1 copper, so that's like nothing. And she starts putting in the various things from there. It's like, you want this, you want this, you want this. Ooh, all that stuff looks good. That will come to 2 gold.
I flip her 2 gold.
Well, thank you very much for your business.
Do you know how to make... He points to his halberd. My weapon not do this, and points to the broken handle.
I don't know what I can do with that.
Do you know anyone who can?
Oh,
You're smart.
Well, thank you very much. I imagine if you talk to the blacksmith, you might be able to do something, but that looks very corroded, sir.
I just don't want both weapons to break like this. I might have to punch slimes instead.
Wouldn't that dissolve your...
I'm strong. Sir Lancelot, not exactly the brightest sometimes. Which way did the blacksmith?
Alright, and she starts gesturing off in a... friggin' little notepad thing. Sorry. Just grumbling at the things that keep dropping out of my book as I'm looking around for the thing. She kind of gestures off into one direction. They might not have any time for you. They're busy working on stuff for the crown, I imagine.
Okay.
She seems to be gesturing off in the direction of the barracks.
You'll keep that in mind. Because... And he knows we were helping them, so maybe he's thinking if we help them, maybe they'll give him more time. That's his thought process currently. So he's probably gonna head back to Kurt.
Alright, do you guys wish to continue shopping, or do you guys go and rejoin the rest of your group?
I don't think this is too much of a good market, so no, there's no more shopping.
Well, it's a very small area. There's not that many... comparatively to, like, Grackelslag, there's not that many deep gnomes over here.
No magic items, you're shit. And I walk away.
Yeah, you know.
Walking away. Try modern tradition.
Mm-hmm.
I follow.
So, for expediency's sake, you guys all end up gathering at the inn.
Yeah.
Is Lancelot walking in with a fucked up lance?
He's walking in with maybe the hilt still left, because the rest of it dissolved.
Yep, just the hilt. Probably like the very end of the...
Jim Jar bounces in and says, "Hey guys, guess what? We fought some gelatinous cubes."
Amanette's like mid-drink, and she just kind of like stops, and then like slowly lowers her glass. What? You were going shopping?
Yes. They came out of the wall. Ate a few
Cocks
people.
her head to the side. What?
This town isn't as safe as it used to be.
Also ate my weapon. Don't worry. I bought swords.
Oh, right. She kind of just doesn't know how to react to that. Okay. Oh. We dropped off the body and laid it to rest. did a good deed. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's good to make good with this town, but didn't really see. I'm curious what benefit we got out of it.
We need to help the crown, I think, so I can go to the blacksmith.
I go and try to find Ignis.
Ignis is currently hanging out with Volt, this guy over here.
Then I will go and find Bolt.
Jim Jar sits down at the table and, starts orders a drink. And Megan kind of looks over towards the rest of you, more towards Sir Lancelot and Kurt, and asks, I wonder if those gelatinous cubes have anything to do with the Pudding King.
Oh,
Possible.
Yeah, he's apparently the reason why the were-rats have been more active lately. We got talking in negotiations with
Listen.
the were-rats, and it seems if we can take care of the Pudding King, they'll be quite happy. Besides, the Pudding King's a problem to the crown here too, I imagine, not just the were-rats.
Kurt is visibly sweating. Listen, you had me at pudding.
Hold on. We might need more souls.
The were-rats, you say? Aminette sounds very intrigued at this point.
Yeah. Megan kind of nods towards Volt and Grizzdrop and says, "Yeah, when you guys were off, whatever it was you were doing, I think it was you were supposed to do body collection, but this guy," and she gestured at Char, "said that you were trying to deal with a Medusa of all things." She just kind of shakes her head. Well, we decided that it would be good if we went and saw about this were-rat issue.
Alright, we're gonna kill Medusa. Do list.
Actually, we might need to move that down the list.
Moving it down the list. Doesn't actually have a list. He's
Yeah.
Whenever Sir Lancelot finds a list now, he's just gonna check towards the bottom to find.
search for the list.
That this Pudding King has a connection to a higher demon lord. We need to eradicate it.
Holly kind of thinks, kind of raises an eyebrows. Let me guess, Jubilex.
Yes, you'd be right.
After everything, it makes sense. Yeah, Jim Jar says. Yeah, wasn't that what was going down in that one temple? The one that was flooding? The one that we couldn't breathe in, right? The one where, and he looks over towards Kurt, we met Glabagul?
Listen, all I remember from that was some idiots died to oozes.
Yeah.
I even liked one of those idiots.
Yeah. Yeah, they were stupid. They got themselves killed. I never saw such stupidity before.
First I lose a friend to oozes, then I lose an ooze friend.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Indeed.
I'm Sir Lance just looking confused.
Yes, I'm gonna lose a friend to a friend and an ooze an ooze.
Who's Jubilee?
How about I just make friend with the Pudding King?
Holly.
Then he'll die.
Holly reaches over Sir Lancelot and pats him on the shoulder. It's a demon lord, Sir Lancelot. A very nasty one that controls, that can control oozes and puddings and the like.
Likes
I
the
like
color
pudding.
yellow and fireworks. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Hey,
Carry on!
I
Sorry.
do not know the reference. I cannot
To X-Men.
Jubilee. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry. I'll go back to hiding.
Yeah, I actually think back in the days watching the X-Men cartoons.
oh yeah. I love how Lancel just gets names wrong. It's my favorite part about him.
Yeah. Sir Lancelot is awesome.
We should probably rest before we go after pudding.
I agree.
Yes, indeed.
Though I am intrigued with that. With this Medusa, I don't want to not let it live. I would love to have her head in my hand. I would love to kill that.
Tappy, the owner of the foaming mug that you're in currently, comes back over the table and says, "Can I get you guys anything else? And where's your dwarf friend going? He appears to be running out the door."
Kurt, where you go?
killing a demon lord.
We gotta sleep first.
Oh.
Just oh,
I
Really?
also love how he's like not caring about killing a demon lord. He's like, we gotta sleep first, then we can kill a demon lord.
Yeah.
It's no big deal to Sir Lancelot. It's fine.
I was just thinking, Sir Lancelot seems wiser than Kurt today.
Kurt has been through some shit.
He's seen things, yes.
I saw a friend find a trap and then jump on it.
that still is funny to me.
Bro, you didn't have to jump. You didn't have to jump in front of me.
And then another one fell and died in exactly the same trap.
I was faulty flooring.
While you were out, did you find any good shops to sell magic items?
Shops
Sell?
are shit.
Maybe. Buy? Absolutely not. The shit.
Aminette pulls out a yellow gem and just kind of spins it on the bar. I forgot that I had this.
Shiny.
Apparently, it's a elemental gem. If you crush it, I could unleash some beings.
What? Where did you get that? When?
Body of that earth elemental.
Ah,
Oh, this shiny thing from inside the rock.
Might come in handy.
I could grind it up and see if it goes in a meal.
I feel like destroying the gem would not go well for you, Kurt.
Well, what if I did it slowly?
That's
don't-
still destroying.
Over time.
That's still destroying it, Kurt.
I think
I
it will just
mean,
break.
yeah.
I mean, have you guys ever eaten whatever that is?
Do you just go around just eating everything you can? Is this trial and error for you?
Yes.
Everything's starting to make sense now. Okay.
You
She
call
kind
me-
of just nods.
You call me accountable.
I didn't call you cannibal.
I called you a cannibal.
He called you cannibal.
Like I said, you call me accountable.
Yeah.
I can tell you for sure he is not a cannonball.
Turns. Fine.
Jim Jar snorts ale through his at his nose at that remark and starts pounding the table. Oh, this is so much fun. This is so fun. Oh, I love you guys. But you're heading up to the service soon, so yeah, we gotta make the best of it, right?
Yes.
So we rest then? Is this the plan?
Take
I
long
say
nap.
we.
So that's what is going to go try to take a long nap.
Do we all have our own rooms?
If I recall right, there was only like 3 rooms available that you took. I might be thinking of another game, so don't quote me on that.
No, it's been a while.
Yeah.
As I said, misplacing that sheet is painful for me.
None of the beds fit anyone, and absolutely not Sir Lancelot.
Yeah, I just remember Sir Lancelot's like legs at the knee bent.
Yeah.
I can't remember who Aminette was rooming with.
Oh, what's that guy's name? Like Andre the Giant, just in a bed.
Aminette, if everybody's going to bed, she is going to be the last one. She's going to wait till everybody goes up, and then she is going to duck out of the bar or the inn.
Well,
So
I'm definitely
she's going to wait hours to go to sleep then?
She's going to wait a little time. She wants to try to find somewhere private
Well,
to
I'm
try to
sorry.
contact her patron.
What I mean is, it's still hours till anybody goes to sleep. So you're gonna wait hours to do this till everybody sleeps.
That's fine.
Okay. Do you guys have
Well,
any?
I'm gonna go obtain some food for Ignis
Okay.
and teach him some more battle tricks.
Okay. Seems at the current rate of growth, he really can't learn a new trick. New tricks plural in a day. That pretty much you'd have to spend the week teaching him one thing specifically because he's so young and so unfocused. He doesn't know much.
Well, right now I'm just teaching him to just pick up things and retrieve.
Alright. So that's part of your current teaching style, and you're feeding him and reinforcing. Got it.
Yes.
What about the rest of you? What are you guys doing for the rest of the
Pressure
rest
boy.
of the day?
So Lancelot's just relaxing.
Alright.
Yeah, really not at the moment. We've been through some fights.
I've seen some things.
So at the very least, he's doing at least a short rest before he rests.
Alright. I'm just checking on something real quick.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 second. You continue to talk. Continue to interact. I need to look something up real quick.
Okay. Kurt,
Yes.
do you know of anywhere where they have butter stuff? Like, maybe not in this town.
Butter.
Better.
Better. Better stuff.
Better butter?
There's no such
I
thing
need
as
it.
better butter. There's this thing, legendary item called I can't believe it's not butter.
Oh, Tobias.
Don't tell him that. He's just gonna believe it.
There's also this thing, kind of sold in another shop, that I can't believe it's not butter.
But what about garlic butter?
Shh! It is legend.
It's a wondrous item.
Legendary.
Oh my god!
I would like to spend my 8 platinum. Oh god. I'm fighting a demon, you see.
I'm fighting a vampire. I need garlic butter.
Yes. Yes. I would love that if someone just. I would love this. I would allow this if I DM'd Curse of Strahd and they went to the dinner with Strahd and someone brought garlic bread. I would allow you to insta kill.
I saw garlic cheese being used in a meme the other day.
Oh.
And by the way, the reason I was looking something up is that at this point, you guys have now advanced to level 6.
Yes! What level? Oh, we're all level 5. Holy shit!
Woo! Level up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was,
Well-
I was double checking something before I just announced that. I realized I was supposed to say that between things, and I'm very sorry that I forgot.
That's fine. Usually don't
It's
level
all
Give your
good.
up
play-
long rest
it
anyways.
just says in the book, give your players some hope before you kill them.
Actually, yes, it does.
Mandatory rule from Chris Perkins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let
Smile
your
at
players-
the players and say everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Also, that crying's a free action.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that one.
Always.
Yes.
Maniacal laughing is also a free action.
I get 2 crimson rights now. Yay!
Woohoo!
6 channel divinities? Good god.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I love level
I gotta roll hit
answer.
dice.
Yay!
Same.
Alright, so should I go for average on my roll?
Let's see.
I rolled.
What am I rolling? A D8?
Yeah, I can't do that with a support.
Alright, prepare for me to swear. Okay, never mind, it was just average anyway.
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh, I have to enter all mine in manually. I forgot.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why I was supposed to say something.
It's so cool. I can do it on D&D Beyond because I have her uploaded, and then I'll
Yay!
just
Copy.
I'll figure it out. Yeah.
Oh my god, I get to add more favored enemies and favored terrains.
By the way, don't forget for everybody, we have D&D Beyond capability for this campaign as well. So make sure you upload the characters for Grizz's stream.
Yeah, so far there's only 3 of you on there. They're not even all updated.
Hmm.
Ah, but I don't get any new spells. Boo.
Alright. Alright, so this is fitting. I just took favored enemy, oozes.
Nice.
But they used to be your favorites.
Yes, but
Just
now
kidding.
he's
I'm just
dead.
kidding. Just kidding here.
The memory of the fallen Globagool has
I-
changed his
I learned a lot
heart.
about oozes when I won. And I guess I'm gonna have to. It's weird I can change like the same enemies twice.
And now I have a 20 strength.
Nice.
Cool boy.
That 8 athletics though.
Hey, come on, Character Master, don't be stingy and give me some spells.
Don't be stingy.
No.
man.
I'm
You-
just sad that I can't find feats in Character Mancer.
Hey, Grizz, which will go better with Quar, flame or ice?
Either is good, actually, equally good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't have a preference on that because she's more of dark, of like dark and underground. So between flame and ice, like
Yeah.
either can work.
Well, you said lightning, so that's why I took the lightning for the other one. So
Yeah, and it's lightning. She has a. Ooh, what's this do?
I'm gonna go with flame. That'll be fun.
Fire!
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 This sounds like a very sexy spell called tongues.
Mhm.
Hey, don't sigh at me.
I have my
I have
reasons
mine.
to say to you.
Didn't add it.
You have a reason to sigh at me?
Mm,
Sorry.
I have 57 HP now.
Appreciate such
Nice.
good understanding spoken language here is more of a not bad. But me.
I now have 5 wavering mark strikes per long rest because my strength went up. Well,
I now have
wavering
these-
strike mark attacks like
I now have level 3 spells.
Fancy.
Yeah.
You fancy son of a gun.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't get lost in a forest.
Underdark.
Oh,
We're underground and I can't get lost. At all.
Hashtag cool.
oh god.
Sweet.
You got me there.
I can't argue this.
okay. Volt now has the mobile feat. It's good.
Nice.
Ooh.
I want to get there.
Actually,
There.
look at some because I might.
Wait, which one?
You'll regret this.
I regret this, Captain.
Oh, Captain.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do because it wasn't on there. So
I love Dead Poet Society.
I had to watch that movie like 10 times during my time in school.
Yeah, I'd watch it a lot too.
I miss Robin Williams.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
I'm taking the athlete feat. That's what I was doing. Because that increases my strength.
I wonder what kind of movies he would be making if he was alive right now.
Well, for one, he would probably been the genie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody see Aladdin?
Nah. I only ever watched the Disney version once because I had this anime version of Aladdin growing up that I really liked, and I didn't really care for the Disney version at all.
Tell me more.
I don't remember it. It's been like 30 years since I last saw it.
Yeah, I tend to stay away from the rehashing of my childhood memories and crappy PC versions. So, yeah.
I don't mind that they're remaking them. I just don't care for the remake. Like that's the today's youth.
Yeah, let's stick to D&D, guys. Let's talk about D&D.
So I don't really write a new D&D.
Yeah, I really don't like the rehashing of D&D stories. childhood, and
Oh,
PC.
fuck.
See. Mass healing word sounds useful.
It does, but
The thing I like, and I was actually this came up every night during our stream, There is so much random shit that can happen in the Dungeons and Dragons game.
Dear God.
Anything can
For
happen
real.
in Dungeons and Dragons.
For real.
God. I sat down yesterday and created a bard. And I saw this spell, Glyph of Warding.
Oh, that's a fun one. You guys ran afoul of that in the remember in the heist
Curse of Stone.
episode. No, also the heist episode. Remember?
Oh.
Can't
Oh,
believe-
right.
So
Yeah, you
I
guys
was
got-
I was recently listening to that again because I turned it into a podcast. So I haven't figured out how to stream said podcast yet, but I turned it into podcast format.
Yeah. But the fact that you can store a 3rd level spell in a Glyph of Warding makes it the mind fucking spell as possible.
You know.
You can do everything. Concentration doesn't even matter.
There's some real fuckery you can do with that shit.
Mhm.
Especially if you're a bard.
Fun
Yeah.
times.
And if you cast it at a high level, you can put a high level spell in it.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
So if you have I have somehow 2 6 level spell slots. Put Glyph of Warding and this spell.
You know.
Hey, mom, me and my mom are talking, so if you can give me like 5 or 10 minutes.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to dissolve this into this. I just realized that you're taking a long rest. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was going to give you guys a level up. I just need to double check it.
It's fine. Just give me 5 or 10 minutes to talk to my mom, and I'll get right back to you.
Wall of text.
Thank you.
I need to make that shit shorter.
Yeah, my unwavering mark is also kind of a wall of text.
Yeah, I'm like, holy fuck.
There, I helped you.
God damn it.
Funny. Wait.
It only takes 5 feet of my movement to get up if I get knocked prone. It's beautiful. Keeps the mobile.
Y'all got
All right. I am going to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I know
That fleet
it.
feet is ridiculous.
What else does it do?
Climbing doesn't cost me extra movement, so basically it's just my normal movement, so double.
So basically, you have a climbing speed equal to your speed.
When I make a running long jump or a running high jump, it only costs 5 feet of movement. Or after moving 5 feet, it's supposed to 10 feet. And my strength or dex increased by 1. Which I increased my strength to 20. Because I was at 19. Because fighters, and they get, like, so many ability score increases, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
They do.
1 to level 8. Wait, no, I'm a fighter, that's right, I get 1 at 6.
Yeah. Same
Wanna
with
take Shield
rogues.
Master for Phaedra.
Wait, the same with rogues?
Yeah, rogues also get their ability scores faster.
What?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I believe.
Go check Will.
Just make it clear if I thought it was
Yeah,
I've got a book right here. Let's look.
I mean, they actually no. Did they count?
Furiously scrolling.
Yeah, they
Fourth,
do.
eighth.
They do.
Yeah, holy shit.
They had to get
No
one at
way.
4th, 8th, 10th, 12th. They get an extra one at 10.
Not as often as a fighter, but
Hang on, let's count this. 1, 2. Then there.
6.
Okay, so fighters get 1 extra than rogues. There's still only 1 extra.
Yeah, and the one that rogue misses is expertise instead.
Yeah.
So,
Like a normal class gets like what, 6 I think, or 5.
Normal
fine.
class. Yeah.
oh,
For what?
So 1, 2, 3,
look at like
4,
druid.
5. They get one at 4, 8, 12, 16, and 19 is like seems to be the average for most of them. But then the rogues get that additional 1, and then fighters get an additional 2, basically.
That's why it's so fun to multiclass as a rogue fighter.
And then you take fighter, or you get a human variant, and then you get even one, you get an additional feat, and you're like, but all the feats. Though.
I want all of them.
Yeah, I think the next one he might take will be tough feat when he gets to level 10 or level 8 rather, because that additional plus essentially 16 HP at that level. Can't argue with a tank having more HP.
Mm-mm.
And then I don't think I have anything really planned otherwise besides that, so I might just bump his con up to 20 over time.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the fray a lot. That's smart.
You know, it'll only take 2
Kinda
ability
mandatory.
increases. Because that's 16 con.
Yeah, it's a fucking slippery slope, though. Like, God, I know with like Phaedra, like you can't get enough HP when you're just like right up in the fray. Jesus.
Well, the thing about him is, like, his build is actually eventually goes to the point where, like, if they enter his threat range, he can hit them
Yeah.
as a special reaction, and it makes their movement 0.
Hey, I have to back out. My mom's having some trouble, and I'm gonna talk to her for a bit. So don't wait up for me.
All right.
Nope.
Hopefully everything goes well.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, okay. See ya.
Hey guys,
Bye.
I have returned.
Oh, I don't think you heard that then. Draco had to duck out. Something is going on with his mom. He apologizes.
If something bad's going
Yeah.
on with his mom, he shouldn't need to apologize. That's a serious family thing. So.
Yeah, he said he might be back, but he's gonna have to duck out for now.
Okay.
He's got to help her with something.
It's all understandable. We don't.
Totally.
And my sweet cat is on stream now.
Oh,
Hello, kitty!
the kitty has determined our fate.
I think I
Yes.
have Amanat already. I think I do.
And I
She
think the
didn't
other
get
one
a
is
whole lot.
somewhere behind me. I don't know. I heard him get up, and then I put my headset on. But she was waiting outside. But this one was waiting outside the bathroom for me, so I went and picked her up and brought her in here, and she's very purry. Very purry. Yes, very purry. Yes, you
I wonder
are.
what happened if I fed the pudding king to a slime.
That's a good question.
When two become one? Question mark?
That sounds reasonable.
I mean, it's worked so far for him so far, throwing statues into slimes. So he has no reason to suspect otherwise.
That would be an interesting attempt.
I feel like it won't go well, but okay.
Probably not, but we'll find out.
So apparently Ethnar and Draco have their heads together about something. Which NPCs will you send over to join them? Or should I say, which two NPCs would you like to have join you in your on your current adventure scheme?
Jim Jar and Holly.
Not Jimja. Screw Jimja.
Why not?
Jim Jar just stare at you through the fourth wall. And you say,
We need no more useful than Jim Jar.
Whoa.
Hey, so he critted a slime. It's fine.
yes, he did.
By pure luck.
Hey, can we leave you behind?
Hey, I am.
He's a
Thank
horse.
you.
We need a horse.
Yeah, true. Shit.
And I
Of
have
course, of
new
course.
spells. And I also can see everything.
That's so fine.
You see all.
I mean,
I like Holly. I definitely
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah,
Holly's
definitely
good.
Holly.
Jim Jar's going
I
out to
feel
buy
like-
some
I-
stuff so that he can be more effective.
There's no.
She judges us though quite harshly.
Yes, she does.
She does, but
she does facepalm a lot.
Healing.
I hope she's casting healing on herself as she does it because she's probably gonna suffer some damage from that soon enough.
She is a healer.
facepalm psychic damage.
No, it's like opposite of that, so we're good.
I mean, wouldn't. Right now we have what? One person that's kind of in. Besides Sir Lancelot, who else usually goes into the fray? Kurt, right?
There you go.
You're sneezing
I mean-
over my new laundry.
I was curious. Is that a cat sneezing? That's her baby.
Yeah, that's Max's
Aw.
sneeze.
Aww.
He's
Oh,
sneezing
baby
a bit,
Vex.
he's sneezing a bit less because they finally got him on some meds for it, but he still sneezes every day. And when he does, it's a lot of gunk that comes projecting out and over anything that he happens to be sneezing over. And he decided to pick the laundry basket that I had just put fresh sheets into, and other such things.
Yes, this looks clean enough for my snot.
Sounds like a cat.
Yep. Yeah, he's so cute. And he has
I'd
this-
say-
he has the smallest little Mew. It's very cute.
I'd say Revolt or Jim Jar is my second. Personally.
Is Volt fighter type?
Yes,
What's
he
Volt?
is.
I can't
He's an
remember.
he's a level 6 Eldritch Knight.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Mhm.
Yeah, let's
you
take
think
Bolt.
we'll leave Megan behind.
That's fair.
Kurt is against taking Megan alone.
Why?
She's just a child.
Okay, so we'll.
Yeah, sure. Nothing bad can happen like that, can it?
Grizz drop. Day 2?
Grishdrop seems to have some unknown power, plus she has training as a rogue. You don't know much anything else about her. You just know that there's something off. There's something unusual about her. Holly seems very protective of her.
The question would a Volt separate from Megan? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's.
How about Grisdrop and Holly?
I can do that.
I mean, then we're not taking Jim Jar, and we're not taking Megan.
Fair enough.
I could see that working. That way, the two pairs kind of split up.
Okay.
We'll have to look out for each other.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get their weapons and armor straightened out.
AC 25.
No, it's more like they still had. I'd forgotten to buy them new weapons and armor once they had the ability to get it.
I want to buy better armor.
Why is the better armor that's above me too expensive?
I have like 13 silver. What can I get?
I'm a rich dwarf. I have 8 platinum.
Ooh, fancy.
Let's see. I'm just saving up money for this point. And technically, I could find a place to get Splint, which is 1 more AC, but I'm like, but plate is so much better.
I just want a breastplate. I mean, a +3 breastplate.
Yeah.
You'll be able to find, light, medium, and you'll be able to find everything, commonplace here. Like, anything in the armor listing, including shields, but it's all, it's all the common type.
So, a breastplate. Which is medium armor.
Yes.
And doesn't impose any disadvantage on stealth checks.
Yes.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm looking at that actually. Hold on.
And cost 400 gold pieces.
Never mind. I'm gonna sit my happy
Well,
ass.
you
back
have
down.
enough for that now.
I do have enough for that, so I'll buy a breastplate for 400 gold pieces.
You know what? Because that 1 AC could be a difference, I might actually go for splint. That way I have backup armor as well. In case something breaks. Because I can afford that, actually, with that 500 gold.
And I'm just gonna...
Never mind. I'm at the highest I can go for Blood Hunter actually. Fuck.
My AC just turned to 19 with a shield.
Nice.
Nice.
Mine is 18 with no shield.
Mm.
Because defensive fighting style.
Nice, nice.
Okay, Grishap now has weapons and armor she can use. And now to finish getting Holly some more stuff, because she didn't have a weapon on her, she just had that friggin' thingamajiggy. And she's gonna sell off that ruby.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to buy...
What's my armor? That probably can't get any better.
Yeah, Eminette's gonna need like defensive magical items to up hers anymore.
Let's see.
Could I buy some antitoxin? Oh,
Sure.
sorry.
At the regular price listed in the guide.
Alright. Don't see a price.
Herbalism kit?
Herbalism kit.
This is something I should know as a GM, but can you hold a shield and wield a spear at the same time? That sounds reasonable to me.
Spear?
Well,
A spear's a
One-handed.
spear's a one-handed weapon.
Which
Yeah.
means, so
I mean, it
which means
has
you can
those. Oh,
which
yeah,
means you,
yeah.
means you can have a shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those from the movie 300 Spartans.
I don't watch.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
Yeah.
And remember when?
Really? That was good.
That was a good movie.
that one. I
Gross.
read the histories instead.
They
That's
they
fair.
kicked the guy in the hole. It was nice.
Tobias, you're looking for the price of antitoxin?
Yeah.
It says 50 gold for a vial.
Sounds about right.
How much is 1 platinum?
10 gold.
So, okay, so this might as well be 163. Then those okay.
Hmm.
And I like that the music we have now is Skyrim shop music.
You know?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
real quick.
Hmm?
Would any of you be able to make it next week for this?
For Saturday?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure something out real quick.
Technically, I can now.
Oh no.
I left that one group. Well, back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I could.
Let me ask Raven real quick. 1 second.
Okay.
She's asking a raven.
Ah.
It's a yes.
It's not Will. Will, just can't talk to Raven.
You don't know.
It's a druid thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You know how tempted I just saw something. I'm so tempted to get it. Grappling hook.
And Holly is now no longer squishy, and she now has a weapon.
Alright, fuck it. It cost me 50 gold, but I bought 1 bottle of antitoxin.
Alright.
Can Sir Lancelot find a grappling hook?
Let's see. Grappling hook.
Can I help you out as a fellow DM? Just say no.
What did you ask for?
Grappling hook. I want to
Okay,
be able to grapple people.
a grappling hook is yes.
What are we
did Chris
building?
ask?
I'm
I
threatening
think I
people.
missed that.
I am good for next Saturday.
All right. I'll explain in a minute. I just want to say something off of stream, but I'm gonna have to shut down right now. So
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, I'm really sorry. Normally I wouldn't do this, but that's why I was checking on for next week, and we can move the session to next week, and
I have a hard stop at